Join us for our 4th edition and first virtual Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo 2020.
That was a fabulous presentation and very insightful.
You're welcome.
The key thing here is to gain knowledge and insight, and you wonderfully done that. For those who haven't heard of Earlbeam, you've nicely introduced them to the audience, and you've also, those who do know them, as I said, there's always something new to learn every day. So Louisa, whilst you've been speaking, there's been so many questions coming through. Yes, so I'm going to go straight into Q&A. So yeah, we have a decent amount of time. So yeah, please keep coming through with your questions. And remember, if you don't have time to hear your question out, Louisa and her team are available in the expo booth. Just click on Albin. So someone wants to know, when is the completion date for Earl Heights?
Okay, thank you. The completion date for Earl Heights is in 2 phases. The first phase being February 2021, with an overall completion date of around June 2021.
Brilliant. So that allows enough time, even for people if you're thinking of considering getting a mortgage. I noticed you mentioned that you have mortgage options, and that's something Louisa and her team at Albin can help you with. So that's good to know. They said also, when is the completion date for 23 Odum?
Okay, 23 Odum project, we're looking at the completion date of November 2021.
2021. And someone's asking, do you have floor plans for all your products so we can view?
Yes, we have floor plans of all our products, and I'm able to share that with anybody who's interested.
Brilliant. So there you go.
So please feel free to ask. We can provide you with all the information. I understand the presentation doesn't have all the granular detail, but I just want to assure everybody that we do have that for you, and we'll be able to provide this information for you so that you're able to make a well-informed decision before hopefully purchasing a unit with us.
Sorry, just adjusting my camera there. This is a very good question, and any warranty. So what warranties can Albin provide if someone buys a property, if something goes wrong, you know, what warranties and guarantees come with the new build property?
Sure, that's a great question to ask, actually. We are standing behind a warranty of 10 years on all of our structural projects, and normally developers offer a 1-year warranty after handover, but we're actually offering 2 years. But anything outside that period of time, don't feel like you're alone. If anything arises, we're always on standby to help you, to support you with the process as well. Because alongside Earlbeam Realty, there is also Earlbeam Facilities team that can guide you through the process, but automatically you benefit from a 10 years structural warranty, and then a warranty of 2 years on all fixtures and fittings within your
Can I just
unit.
commend Albin for that, because that's something at On Point ourselves. We've been really trying to pioneer with our clients and hopefully make it industry standard in Ghana, that there is this longer period of time of structural warranties. I think you've brought a lot of comfort. I can imagine people are at home nodding their heads thinking, great, this is really, really, you know, security on their investment. So that's fantastic. And golden question, are the prices at East Legon Hills open for negotiation? I think that's a bit of a...
Well, no, it's a great question. I like questions like that, because it means that people are exploring what we have to offer. All of our products listed are open, subject to negotiation, because it's a personal interaction. So yes, in effect, it is So whoever's raised the question, please feel free to have a chat with myself or one of my colleagues in the booth so we can understand more about what your needs are, your budget, and see how we can perhaps make this a realistic
That's
opportunity
wonderful
for
news.
you.
Everything is open for negotiation. When you see prices listed with Earlbeam, it's not dusted in stone. It's open for engagement, and that just shows there's a real interaction here. And I go back to what Mr. Bartel said. It's a lifestyle. Property means people. So it's really good to see the mindset and what's behind Earlbeam. So well done for that. We're really pleased to hear that. Yes, someone's asking for, do you have banks you work with? I guess, thank you.
Yes. So there are a few banks that we have relationships with, and we are more than willing to help to guide you through the process with that. We have plans later on down the lines of perhaps having a preferred supplier, and until that's finalized, I can't really talk much on it. However, if you are looking to go down the mortgage route, I'm sure that myself or again members of the team will be able to guide you, and it's just about us having an open conversation with one another, as you, the buyer, and us as the people helping to coordinate to see what your needs are, so that once you make a decision on your lender, you've got the best
so that's
deal.
Good. So I hope that answers your question. They are working with banks and they can help you navigate to organize your mortgage application. The questions come in is, where is Mantis located? The Mantis development.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. The Mantis development will be located in the cantonments area, very close to where, if I draw upon a landmark, very close to where the Fiesta Residences is. It's
Okay.
Around that same location.
Brilliant. So there you go. It's cantonments as the official area. And we're asking update on Quay Close, please. It's just come through as that update on Quay Close. Do you want to explain what the position is with Quay Close? If I'm pronouncing that right?
Yes, that's fine. Yes, Quite Close is definitely still in the mix, and we still have the timeline that was agreed for 2022. Right now, what we're doing in terms of a marketing timeline is just introducing our Heights Suites on the forefront, just to get some traction and some marketing. But Quite Close is definitely a product and a project that we are marketing still. We have some clients that have already bought into the project, and we do have updates very soon for them as well. Again, if you are interested in the Quite Close project, or you are one of our clients listening in, we'll be able to talk you through in a lot more detail backstage in a booth, or also through one of our contact numbers.
You. We've got a very good question here on service charge. They haven't directed it at any particular property, so you can just give us a general overview. You can choose a development and let us know.
Sure. So our service charge for Earl Heights Suites, because it's running as a service apartment model, there isn't any service charge because of the nature of the project. And for our townhouses, our service charge is yet to be refined and determined, but I can't see that being over $170
per month. $170 per month. So that's just a guide figure. And then, of course, just to reiterate, that covers what exactly? What is that paying? What are they paying for?
When it comes to service charge, we talk about the communal facilities and not anything within the home. So because we are offering gated communities and apartments, that sort of development, it will go to the maintenance of that. So that will be the grounds, the lights, anything that will quantify as a communal effort. So that cost is split amongst
the residents
the
in the
community.
development. No, that's good to know. Fantastic. And I guess, really, I think that's very, very comforting that the service charge is there. It's in a gated community, especially for the diaspora. A lot of questions usually come into us that people want to be able to lock and leave. If they're not in the country, they can safely.
Sure, I understand.
So that's good to know. Payment plans. Are there payment plans available?
Yes.
And are you able to give almost like a bit of a percentage breakdown on payment?
Okay. Yes, I can. So I can give you 2 examples or 3 examples of a payment plan structure that we have at the moment, or some of our clients have at the moment. So, for example, you have your reservation fee of $5,000 US, which actually, I will say at this point, comes off your overall sale price. And then you would raise your minimum of 20%, and that's the minimum. So let's say, for example, person A puts down 20%, and then the balance remains. It's usually a conversation happens with myself or a sales consultant. We look at the timeline of the project, and then we come to a decision of what's going to be feasible to be paid. This then becomes finalized through a payment plan within the offer letter, and it's interest free, and then we just allow you to honor your payments. So that's one example. The second example might be that you want to pay your reservation, but as part of a lump sum. So in total, you have maybe a cash injection of around 40 or 50%. You can put that down, and then you look at the duration of the project, and then you pay the installments up until completion. That's another example. The last example is that maybe you have 20% or you have maybe 50%, but the rest you need to obtain through a mortgage lender. We would then document that down within your offer letter. You would have a time frame to pay the 20% or the 50%, and then we would allow you to engage your lender, and then at the time available, at the required time, because as you know, mortgage lenders, they'll give you a mortgage in principle. So closer to the time, then your mortgage lender will produce you with a facilities letter, and then complete it like that. You'll have the funds allocated from the mortgage lender to us. You're able to move into your home, and then the relationship with the lender starts. So you pay them back at the period of time that the mortgage has been
wonderful.
Bank.
Thank you very much for explaining that. We've got this question in again, but I'll let you answer just to clarify. Do you provide security at your developments?
Yes, we do. We provide security in the form of cameras and also the form of security porters at each prime points of the developments. So, for example, it will be at the front security hut, and they'll also be walking around manning the vicinity. And this is 24 hours a day.
24 hours security, which I feel will be so comforting, especially for those in the diaspora who may not be in their properties all the time. So that's brilliant. I've got a very interesting question here. Someone in the USA, being in the USA, can we still invest? Where can we start the process?
Of course, you can be anywhere and invest, and we welcome you from the USA to invest, especially if it's with us. It's just a matter of understanding which product suits your needs and having a conversation with us realistically on the timelines that would suit you, the type of project that will suit you, whether it's purely for investment, whether it's a more traditional model where you can benefit from the space any time of the year that you want, and in the time that you're in the USA, it can be rented out for you or just, locked up. So it's just really about taking the steps with us so that we can understand what it is that you're looking for, even if you are abroad.
Brilliant. So that's good to know. Investments can happen anywhere in the world. I mean, during lockdown, especially where travel is now, it's a bit difficult to travel now. Things can be done, deals can be done. You can still have that one-to-one contact with the developer, and everything now is available online. So it's a very fluid relationship. Someone's asking here, the PowerPoint presentation, is it available and how can they get it?
Absolutely. I'd love to share the PowerPoint presentation with anybody that would like to take it away so they can look at it in more detail. It's just a matter of registering your interest with us at the booth, or just making us aware through one of our mediums, the phone line or the email address, and then we can have it sent out to you. And likewise,
if we have any direct contact, we're okay to share your PowerPoint. So either
absolutely,
that's fine.
Absolutely.
And it's got here, when is the start date for 2021 properties? I'm not sure I'll get that question. When is the start date? Not sure about that.
Oh, for the start date for the properties coming in the next quarter, or the start date for 2023?
I think that's a bit of an open question there. Whoever asked that question, when is the start date for 2021? We're about to wrap up the Q&A with Louisa. Please do go to the Earlbeam exhibitor booth. You're going to be here for the rest of the day to answer questions, Louisa?
That's correct. And for anybody that can't come into the booth for whichever reason, you can go onto the Earlbeam Realty website. Yeah. Feel free to call any of the numbers, but just to answer that quickly, our 2021 projects are making a start within the first quarter of next year. Marketing materials are already being looked at, internal renders and the space being assessed. So yes, we'll be presenting them properly between the mid to the end of the first quarter of next year.
No, thank you. Thank you again, Louisa. I think it's been another really insightful session. We've been getting a lot of messages in, a lot of people just saying thank you. They really enjoyed your presentation. As I said, the conversation doesn't stop.
Thank you very much.
Louisa and the team, the Earlbeam team, are here for the day. So please do make use of the exhibitor booth. I will just leave you with enjoy the day as well, Louisa. And yeah, we will be in touch very soon. Okay.
Thank you very much for your time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Sorry we couldn't get the video up for Louisa, but I think the main thing is that we were able to hear very clearly and see the presentation on what Earlbeam has to offer. They're very exciting and very groundbreaking developments, especially with that service investment. That one really pricks my ear as a investor, that you could buy a property, it's going to be run by a professional hotel group, and they guarantee your rent. I can't think of a safer investment at the moment. So we are going to go for a 20-minute break, and then we'll be coming back with our legal presentation from FSB Law Consult. So I think this is the one where the legal presentation, you cannot afford to miss this. So the screen's going to go blank for a bit, and I will be putting up a few videos for you to watch during the break. Got a 20-minute break. Also, please do go to all the exhibitor booths. Make use of all the exhibitors there. They're ready and waiting to hear from you. And then network. It's a global village. I can see there are so many of you online, globally, all over the world, to do talk. And we look forward to coming back in 20 minutes when we'll be having our legal presentation. As I said, the screen will go blank shortly, and then we'll be putting up a few videos for you to watch in the break. Thank you.